What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We have a lot to talk about today. I'm going to be focusing this video on shorting, how to make money when going short. One of my best days of the year by far, guys. Made a lot of money shorting today. Gave a lot for free to the community. So I'm going to break it down step by step. All right. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, let me know who's tuning in tonight. Let me shout you out. Bad Indie, Trading Wars Army in the building. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Joseph, Seth, Ruth, what's going on? Tom, Trading Wars Army, what's going on? Tasha, what's going on? Alicia, Trading Wars Army in the building. Ain, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Giveaway winner right here. We got him set up with his book and his membership. He's all good, baby. Kevin, what's going on? Okay, what's going on? Rudy, Angel, Josh, Dizzy, good to see you all. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, first thing. All right, so I'm going to pull up some of the profit here for you guys, and then I'm going to walk you through how I take these trades, okay? So my two big plays today were Roblox and AMD short. Okay, so those are my two big ones. So Roblox and AMD, I'm going to walk you through those right now. We're going to focus on the stocks first. I'm going to teach you how to put the orders in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch back to SPY and talk about how we made money on SPY today as well. Glenn, what's going on, Glenn? Michael, good to see you. K Trader, what's going on? All right, let's do this. So we start off with Roblox. Okay, so we have it all marked up here. Let me go here to the daily so I can show you this in picture. Okay, so friends, before we talk about the type of orders, let's talk about the conditions. Okay, before you take a trade, you should have preconditions. And this is a concept I talk about in my book, the drill down method. Okay, so preconditions, drill down method, right? So this is my style. I call it drill down. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm starting off with the daily chart. So I'm going to hit the replay right now. Okay, so we had an inside bar close on Monday. So what does that mean? It means that Roblox for one whole day, so the 25th of April, it traded sideways. Okay, so it didn't break the high or the low of the previous day, and it's consolidating. And when it gets tight like that, when the candle gets smaller, what do you think is happening to the option premiums? Are they increasing or decaying? What do you think is happening to the option premiums when we have a very tight candle like this? What do you guys think? Hit me with a 1 for increasing, hit me with a 2 for decaying. Okay, and if we go to the 5-minute chart, you're going to be able to visually see this. Okay, so here is the range. Here is the range right here. This is the range of the previous day. And if you notice, we're inside the range. So this is the price action on the 25th. It's all in the range. It's stuck inside. So we have a decaying of option premiums because we have one full day of going sideways where we're chopping option premiums. Okay. So whenever I take a trade, guys, I need a precondition when I'm trading stocks. One of the ones that I like to use is the inside bar, because it lets me know that this thing wants to make a move because it had an inside bar. If I look at if we go back in time, make sure you have my indicators added to your chart. It's going to help you to see them very quickly. Okay. If you look at the inside bars over the last few times, so this is about 6 bars in recent memory here. Most of these bars, the next day, we have a very good directional move. Can you hit me with a 1 if you agree? Do you see a directional move after these inside bars? Yes or no? Hit me with a 1 if you see it. Hit me with a 2 if not. Okay. So the whole concept here, guys, is when we have an inside bar, write this down right now. Put this down on a piece of paper. When we have an inside bar, the next day, we're not going to have another inside bar. Very, very likely that we're not. Very likely. I'm talking about 80%. Because if you just look back on this chart, when was the last time we had a double inside bar? All the way back in June of 2021. So what does that mean? It means that you're likely to have a move the next day. That's the whole, everything that I do is scientific. Okay. So we must have a reason to enter a trade. And the reason in this case is the inside bar consolidation is likely to lead to a breakout the next day. And many people have copied my strategy and over the years, which is totally fine. Just give me the credit that I deserve. All right. So that is my style. Okay, so hit me with a 3 if you're following me so far. So we're setting the stage. We're doing this precondition. Precondition before you enter the trade, you need a prerequisite. It's like before you get into university, college, you need the prerequisites, okay? And this is a part of this book called the drill down method, okay? So let's continue now. So now we go into the 5-minute chart, all right? And we need to have a way to get into the trade. We can't, we know it's an inside bar, so what? What do we do now? Okay, so if you come here to my Discord, I have trade plans, all right? I also post these plans, right? You'll see here, I post them here as well. I post triggers for all of the plays. So here was Roblox and AMD. But in my room, right, I also give the stop loss and targets. And I do this, guys, because I still want to give as much as I can free to the community, but I also have to give more to the people that are part of my service, obviously, because they're supporting me, right? So in my spreadsheet, every night I put this together, it also has a stop and a first target. Okay, so here is the plan. So Roblox entry was 34. So the short side was 33.82, stop 34.23, and target 33.42. So this is it. I already have it marked up for you guys right here. Okay, hit me with a 7 real quick. Are you following me right now? I want to take it step by step. So we started off with the precondition. Okay, the precondition was the inside bar. Then we create the trading plan. We have an entry, stop, and a target. Okay, we also have the options here that we would like to use. Okay, and now we have to execute. Okay, all right, so how do we do that? Okay, so I like to trade with my automation. I like to trade both options and shares. So if I'm doing shares, I have to put in a stop limit order. So let me write that down for you. Stop limit. So what that means, okay, is I have a stop limit entry at 33.82. Pretty much every broker can do that. So what it means is when the price breaks through 33.82, then fill me short. If it doesn't break that price, if it never touches this price, it will never do anything. Okay? And I have a bracket here. I bracket stop loss, okay? And I bracket the target. So it's all together. Okay? You don't have to take all of your trade off at the target because sometimes I like to leave runners, but you definitely need to have a stop loss. All right. Now hit me with an 8 if you follow me there so far. So we're using stop limit orders with a bracket stop loss and a bracket target. So pretty much every broker can do that. This is with shares. If you want to do options, you do the same thing. The only difference is you set a conditional order that's based on the stock price. All right. And not every broker can do that. The broker I use, Interactive Brokers, they do that. Okay, so you need to use a conditional order based on the underlying stock. And I wrote about that extensively in my book. So if you want more about that part, definitely check that out. Okay. So now let's continue. All right. So here we go. We're going to press play. First candle comes in right here, guys. So we open. Okay. So let's go to the 1 minute so we can see it clearly. We open right here. But remember, we don't get filled until the white line passes. So we get filled on the white line here, right here, guys. And then basically within 4 minutes of the day, we get filled and we hit the target right off the bat. Okay. But what I like to do here is I usually hold a little bit longer for targets. And what I do is I use the Fibonacci from the previous day's high to low. And I use these Fibonacci extensions as my target. So you can see here, all of these on the way down, guys, these are my target. All of these. So 272, 50, 618, 786, 1. And then I just try to use a trailing stop or I put the stop loss to break even once I'm profitable. So you could see here for Roblox, guys, this trade lasted, no more than a half an hour. It was about 25 minutes, 20 minutes. And the profit on that one was 1614. The total amount of capital that I risked for this trade was $400. Okay, so I risked $400 and I made 1600. So 4, 8, 12, 16. So that's 4 times my money. Okay, that's where I like to be. I like to be 3, 4, 5 times my money because now I can lose the next 4 trades and still break even. Okay, so hit me with a 9 if you followed me there. Stop limit order. Okay, conditional order for options. Target and stop loss, you must bracket it, and that's how you automate. And you put it in the night before, and then it triggers the next day. And I have a seminar coming up on Sunday for my members. Anybody in the room is invited. If you have all 3 books, you get in for free. This Sunday, we're doing a seminar. I'm going to show this in detail. Okay. So there we go. The next one that I crushed today, guys, was AMD. Okay. And AMD, I'm going to draw it up again for you, and we're going to do it again. Okay. So I'm going to hit the replay, and I'm going to walk you through again. So AMD, again, yesterday we had an inside bar. So I'm doing the same thing, right? I'm like, hey, we have an inside bar. I think we're going to break out today. And now all I have to do is set up the orders. So AMD, the entry short was 88.89. So let me go ahead and draw that. So 88.89 right here. Oh, I got to bring it down one. Okay, so that's our entry. Our stop is 89.66. Okay, and then I'll show you the targets with the fibs. So 89.66, right around there. Okay, so here we go. First candle comes in, boom. Same play as Roblox. So our entry is down here. We come through, we fill our entry. Our stop is up here for protection. And then what I do is I just use the fibs. So I take the fib from the high to the low, and I project it down, and I use these as my target. So all of these on the way down are going to be my targets. Okay, so watch now. So boom, hit the targets there. Target, 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 boom. Just exceptional. Absolutely sensational, marvelous. Guys, these trades that I took, these 2 right here, I didn't do anything. I put in the broker last night. I got an order entry this morning, filled, target hit. That was it. Okay. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, really. Okay. So that was AMD. Hit me with a 6 if you follow me on AMD. All right, I'm taking a sip of this tea right here. So remember, stop limit puts you into the trade. You bracket it with a stop loss and a target. All right. So now let's get to the big boy, Tesla. So I promised you guys that I was going to research the blue raindrop, and I was going to make a strategy around it. I promised you guys I would do that. I don't know how much of you follow me closely, but that was something that I said I was going to do. And what I say I'm going to do, I do it. Okay. So I created this strategy around the blue raindrops, and I posted Tesla yesterday. Okay. I posted it yesterday, and let's draw the levels. Okay. So 1006, 981.50. Follow along with me, guys. This one is very important. This is very, very important. So I gave this one for free last night to everybody. If you're not following me on Twitter, you're missing out. I give a lot for free. Okay. So let's go ahead here. So right here. So, okay. So the long side was 1006. So let me just bring this back here. 1006. So right around, can I adjust it here? Yeah, 1006. Okay. So that was our long trigger. And let me just duplicate this. Clone. And our trigger here to the downside was 981.50. So now we're going to go down to the, so when you're using raindrops, you can only go down to the 10. Where's my lines? Okay, let's go back to candles. All right. So I'm just going to draw them in again. All right. So anyways, we just need the short entry anyways. So, there we go. 981.50. All right, guys. So we had this trigger right here. So this is the blue raindrop from yesterday. It's right around here. This is the raindrop. This is how it looks on the 10-minute chart. 981.50 was our trigger to the downside. I posted it yesterday. So I saw that Tesla was consolidating with the blue raindrop. It's not an inside bar. This is something different that I put my time in. Okay. And I was like, all right, let's try these raindrops. Let's see if they can work. And I found a little bit of an edge here. So right here, 981.50 was our trigger to the downside. We broke it, guys, right off the open. We broke it, boom, and we never looked back, guys. We're talking about basically over 100-point drop on Tesla in one day. It was sensational, all right? And the way that I run the scans right here is I just go here, market scanner, blue raindrop like this, and you hit scan, okay? And it brings them all up. So we have some nice ones for tomorrow. And oh, look at this beautiful right here, NVIDIA. Look at that. Nice one right there that I'm going to post, okay? So Trendspider is doing big things because they're pushing the boundaries and they're trying to get the brokers into the chart so you can trade from your chart. So I'm trying to work with them so we can build that because I think that's going to be exceptional. All right. Hit me with a 6 if you play Tesla. Hit me with a 6 if you like the Tesla play. Like, did you do that, guys? Like, this one was a freebie, really. It was so nice, guys. We had a very small little neutral blue raindrop and we exploded for 100+ down today, guys. It's insane. Hit me with a 6. Did you play Tesla? Did you like Tesla? I was just so happy today because everything worked today. Everything worked. I was just really, really happy about it. Okay. So check this out, guys. Do me a favor. If you already have a Trendspider account, tell them you want to switch to Trading Wars affiliate. If you do that, okay, you're gonna get all of my scanners, my personal scanners. I have 5. You'll get all 5 of them. They'll send it to you, and it helps me out a lot. Okay, because they want to know if I can, like, if I have a fan base or like customers, if I have people that actually listen to me. So if you can, guys, if you already have a Trendspider account, help me out. All right. If not, and you want to sign up for Trendspider, then make sure you use my link. Okay, it'll help me out a lot. I'm trying to build some more tools because I love doing rare things. I'm all about doing rare things. So for example, the blue raindrop is rare because look, let's look at this. When was the last time we had one? We had one back here in January that had a big pop, and then we had this one in the 25th that had a big pop. So it's, you could see it's relatively rare and it's pretty effective. So these are the type of things that I look at. Okay. Yeah, and I have the Trading Wars golden indicators are on Trendspider now as well. So there's everything there. All right. Okay, so now let's go to SPY. I know you've all been waiting for SPY. Let's talk about the plans for the day and how they went. All right. Hit me with a 7 if you're having a good time. And we're going to walk through SPY right now. And I'm going to show you how we did that. Thank you very much, Alicia. Appreciate you. Any tips on how small account traders can trade fractal shares? Trade fractal shares of Tesla. You don't have to do option contracts. You can do a half a share, a quarter of a share. Interactive brokers allow partial shares. There's ways to trade it, guys. Fractal shares. You don't have to put in the full risk. You can do fractal, and that will help you to trade these bigger names. Okay. So here we go now. So SPY. Okay. So first thing with SPY, we have to draw the low and the high like this. So we have a reference. Okay. So the first candle comes in, we open in the middle. So let me go to my live commentary. I'll walk you through everything. So I didn't take a trade until very late in the day. And I'm going to show you what I did. So this is my short plan right here was 419.83. That was my line in the sand that I was watching. So right here, let me go ahead and draw that. So this was my trigger. My triggers are posted every single night. And they are basically like the line in the sand that I'm watching to see if we can break down. So here's my trigger, okay? So right in the open, guys, you'll see that I didn't do anything. So I passed on the orb and I just waited until we got short, which was right here, short small size. So I waited all the way to 11:44 Eastern to take this short. So let me walk you through. So first of all, we opened in the middle of the range. So I didn't want to take an orb. In hindsight, if I did take an orb, it would have been good, right? But we don't trade hindsight, guys. I just follow my rules because on average, those inside opens are going to be choppy. So here's the previous day's range. And what I was looking for there, guys, was to see if we could come back to the 50, which was right around here. I was looking for this at first, but once we started chopping a little bit and started pushing really violently, I didn't take that. Instead, I just told everybody, hey, I'm going to wait for my trigger. So I'll just show you guys here. So I'm leaving my trigger entry automated based on the plan. Made enough money on stocks today for those who trade with me in Roblox. AMD was a beauty. We'll check back later. So I just focusing on the triggers. That's all I did, because I didn't want to trade in the middle of the range, because I know that most of the times it's going to be choppy. So I just let it come to me. So here we go, guys. We chop, 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 and then eventually we started picking up some steam right here. Broke the trigger right there. Okay, so we broke the trigger. And what you'll notice here is we had a nice holy grail right above the trigger. So that was an early entry. I know some people caught this in the room. That was an early entry. So the holy grail is when the yellow comes up on my indicator. This is my indicator right here. And you get that signal here to go short. So we did chop around a little bit, guys. We did chop around. Don't get me wrong. But if you're trading options here, expiry tomorrow, Wednesday, or even Friday, you're going full risk, right? So here we go. We had a little bit of chop. Or if you took let's just say on this pop, you got scared. That's okay. We re-triggered later in the day, and that's what we call the V trigger. Okay. So here we go. Boom. There's your sell off into the close. So this was really nice. So this is what I call a V trigger. It's an upside down V. Okay. So if you took the first time it broke, if you got out because you got scared here, that's totally fine. What we like to do is if it comes back again, okay, and that's what we call the V trigger. So that's the V, right? So we got the V trigger short, went straight into the close. So that was the only play that I took in SPY today. Nothing else, because I also made some good money on the stocks. So I didn't want to get too cocky, because sometimes when you make a lot of money in the beginning, you can lose it back. Has that ever happened to you? Have you started off the day, made a lot of money, but by the end of the day, you don't have anything to show for it? Hit me with a 1 if that's happened to you, because that's happened to me in the past. So now I have rules for myself. So for example, I made $4,000 on stocks. Okay, well, why am I going to force my hand in SPY, especially if it's in the range? Let's just wait. Let's take one trade. Keep it simple on the trigger. If I lose a few $100. If I win, double. That's the game plan. So those are little things over the years. If you keep trading, you're going to develop those skills. All right. Do you have affiliate for Tradingview? I've been contemplating it. Yeah, I do, brother. Check my description. Okay. All right. So that was it, guys. So that was SPY. I went through everything. Roblox, AMD, Tesla, guys. Man, I'm really trying to do a lot for the community. Please follow me at Trading Wars right here. Okay. At Trading Wars. No Telegram, no Instagram, no Bitcoin. There's a lot of imposters. That's not me. This is me only. Trading Wars right here. Okay. This is me. 68,000 followers. Okay. Not the other accounts. Those are all scams. All right, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed. Everything was short today. I took short on every single play, and you got to be able to adapt as a trader, right? Explain how you short shares. I just explained at the beginning of the video. So basically, you use a stop limit order, right? So let's go back to Roblox. Let me wrap this up, right? So here's Roblox. So your entry to the downside is going to be a stop limit with a bracket order for a stop loss and a target. You don't need to have a bracket, but I like to have a bracket for protection. Sometimes you're going to short and some people won't have a stop loss, but for me, I always have a stop loss. So stop limit entry 3382. You add a stop loss here and a bracket target. The stop limit and the stop loss are two different things. Okay, don't get confused. Stop limit is an entry reason, and the stop loss is to protect you. Okay. All right. So there we go, my friends. Thank you very much for your time. Yeah, so I just used the fibs as my target. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you learned a little bit more about shorting. This is one of my best days of the year. I guess it is when it comes to stocks, for sure. It's been one of my best days of the year. So thank you very much for your patience, your attention. I appreciate you. Please leave a comment. If you leave a comment, you have a chance to win the giveaway, which will be on Sunday. On Sundays, we do giveaways. Thank you very much for your time, my friends. And we're going to just keep going here and try to finish the week strong. With this amount of money that I made today, I will at least finish with some profit. So that makes me feel a lot more confident. Okay. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Leave a comment and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.